One of the reasons I really love growing vegetables and that kind of process is that it reminds me a lot of cooking. In many ways, growing is like you have the different stages and the different processes, from propagation to hardening off the plant and then planting it out and then nurturing it, and that sort of maintenance during its life until the eventual harvest is in many ways like preparing a recipe. If I wasn't a chef and I wasn't running a restaurant, I can definitely see myself just growing vegetables at my own pace on a farm. I'm Merlin Labron-Johnson, and I'm the chef owner of Osip restaurant in Somerset. I feel very much in my element when I'm in the kitchen. It's a sort of it's my natural habitat. It's where I've been for the last 17 years. The philosophy of Osip is really an expression of what we're doing on the farm, so it's local ingredients that we've grown ourselves, hopefully like an expression of the local landscape at any kind of given moment. It's about finding constantly new and exciting ideas and techniques and ways to use predominantly vegetables that, some of them can also be often seen as somewhat mundane or uninspiring, and I think that's what's unique to us, is that this constant quest to try and create something unique with something quite humble. You can have an idea in your head, but when you try to bring it together, it doesn't always materialize in the way that you'd have hoped or thought, so you have to go back to the drawing board and kind of reassess and reevaluate, but when you eventually get there, it can be hugely rewarding. The way that I visualize the experience at the restaurant is very aesthetic-led and also tactile, so it's about all the different elements in the space coming together to complement each other. So the design of the crockery, the art that's on the walls, the hand-carved wooden spoons, all of that is kind of feeding into a bigger picture of which, the food is obviously a significant protagonist. Sometimes I have just a very clear idea of a dish that I want to make, and that inspiration can come from all sorts of places. Travel, or a piece of art, or, something architectural that I've seen. But I think a lot about the visual aspect of the food, and I think it's important to me because I believe that food in the context of Osip and what we're doing here should, much like art or a piece of jazz or poetry or going to see some sort of show, food can evoke some sense of feeling or emotion. The dishes all need to work together harmoniously. There's a really interesting, I suppose, kind of dance that has to happen in the kitchen where it's very coordinated and every team member plays a really important role. So without one, the whole system kind of can break down. It's like that last moment where you see it all come together, and I think that's an incredibly satisfying moment.